I want to remind you guys that sometimes life is lifing and it will interrupt your business plans. So, right, like I had this end of year special, this special coaching option. Guys, I'm going to speak fully transparent. I haven't sold shit these last 2 weeks. I felt horrible on last week's call. I actually felt worse on last week's office hours call that we ran. I haven't done anything to sell. I haven't like promoted it, haven't talked to anybody about it, nothing. I didn't stress about it either. I want you to know that sometimes when life is lifing, it will change the timeline of what you are planning on for your business plans. And that is okay. And sometimes I have to remind myself of this. At first, I was like, oh my gosh, I wanted to be selling my end of year offer right now. Like it's the end of year. And then it was like, I'm the only one that decided this was an end of year offer. This could be a kickoff 2025 offer. Right? So it's like we have to remember that any timelines or specials, anything that is running based on a certain time period and then life derails that, we have to remind ourselves that we are the only ones that created that timeline. Like every single timeline that we create was just made up by us of when we thought we wanted to do something. So if we have to shift that timeline, that's 100% okay. The timelines you set for yourself right now, number one, may get derailed because of life doing its thing, and we can't control when we get sick, or we can't control if our kid is suddenly hospitalized or breaks another bone, right? Right? We can't control those things. So the luxury that being an entrepreneur gives you is that you have the freedom to adjust your timetables as necessary. That is a freedom you don't always have in corporate. It doesn't mean every single time you decide on something, life is going to work out for you to deliver it, launch it, promote it, talk about it, whatever it is. It doesn't mean that you're always going to be able to function on the timeline that you set up for your business, but it does mean that you have the freedom, the autonomy, and the authority to decide to change your timelines when you need to, so that if you are sick for 12 days, like me, you can just adjust. Right? So you will probably see me talking about my quote unquote end of year offer that was supposed to be my end of year offer. What I'm thinking at this point is it's going to be a January kickoff, and it's going to be the greatest start to the new year. And just like before, my main thought was everybody loves to buy coaching in December. People are spending so much money right now. They're spending more money than any other time of the year. I will just shift my thoughts to, do you realize how many people are investing in themselves in January? Now they're focusing on their personal well-being, their personal health, the money that they want to make. They've set big goals for next year, right? I'm just going to adapt the thoughts that coincide with now selling in January as opposed to selling in December. So I wanted to share that with you guys so that if life is lifing for you right now, if you don't feel like you're on track with what you wanted to be doing, you get to shift your timeline as necessary to do the things that you want to be doing in your business.